Hello, is it me you're looking for? That is a terrible intro to this video. Robert here, back with another video. Um, I am going to show you my pickups over, I think, I think it's been 2 weeks since I've last done a video. And I'm actually just in crap gear right now because I've had a cold all week, so I've been laid up in bed. And I would just like to announce that my read pile is actually 0, where I've just been reading literally all week due to boredom. Um, so I've literally been caught up on everything, which is amazing. And I'm just going to show you what I've got. So yeah, first off, we're going to go with the Amazing Spider-Man issue 10, Spider-Verse Part 2. I'm absolutely loving I don't like Spider-Man, but the Spider-Verse story is absolutely amazing. And like I said, I've bought every tie and everything to know every single part of the story, because the build is just fantastic, and I'm absolutely loving it. Cool artwork as well. And of course, that along goes with Spider-Woman Part 1, Silk there on the cover. It's always good to get number 1. But again, loving the time with Spider-Verse. Definitely must pick up. Then we're going to go for Legendary Star Wars issue 5. This is way better than the Rocket Raccoon solo, because the Rocket Raccoon solo is just terrible. I've actually sold my issues 1 to 5 because I just couldn't get on with it, so I didn't want it anymore. It was just taking up valuable space. But Star-Lord is, like, in this issue you realise that this is actually going to be connected into the Black Vortex story back in February. So this is a must read for me because I'm really intrigued by that story. Next, we got another issue 1. This is a brand new character in the Marvel verse. Well, it's not really a brand new character, but she never has actually got any spotlight. She had a bit of a spotlight in the Guardians of the Galaxy comic book, the recent one. And now she's got her own solo series. It's Angela, Asgard's Assassin. Now, there has actually been quite a few mixed reviews on this. But I, for one, I've really enjoyed it. It left me with a lot of more questions. And I actually like the artwork. And I'm really, really intrigued to see where that goes. Next, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Ghostbusters Team Up issue 2. For some reason, there just seems to be huge gaps between issues of this. Like, it seems to be like a 6-week gap between each one, which is really annoying. I mean, I like where this is going. I like the artwork. The artwork's cool. But I'm a big Turtles fan anyway, and that is quite a decent story going on. But again, it just seems to drag a bit between issues. I don't know why, but oh well. Next, we got Spider-Verse Team Up issue 2. This was, in my eyes, the worst issue of the Spider-Verse story. I couldn't. Well, this comic is split into two. It's split into their story and this story. This story is absolutely terrible in my eyes. I couldn't get on. I was like, "What the hell am I reading?" But the bottom story, the one with Spider-Gwen, is absolutely amazing. I loved it, and I can't wait for her solo series. But the first story was, oh my god, what a waste of time it was. It was, oh god. And anyone, I don't want to do any spoilers, but anyone that read the first part will understand why. I personally couldn't go with it, but maybe, that's just my opinion. Next we got The Amazing Spider-Man issue 11, Spider-Verse Part 3. Amazing Spider-Man versus Superior Spider-Man. This issue really got me like, whoa, no way, that really just happened, kind of thing. Oh, you go for it. Like, I absolutely loved this issue, and the build for the Spider-Verse is just continuously building, and it's amazing. And then we're going to go on to another one, Scarlet Spiders issue 1. This is a 3-part series. Again, I just can't fathom how much amazingness there is in this Spider-Verse story. So yeah, and then we got another one in Spider-Man 2099. Again, just amazing, and I don't know what more I can say about the Spider-Verse story than amazing. Next, we're going to go on to Harley Quinn issue 12. It's my one of two DC comics I'm sub to. Um, I love Harley Quinn, but I don't know where they're going with this whole Power Girl storyline thing. Um, I, I I don't know where the Harley Quinn story is going as a whole. It just seems to be like, oh yeah, I'm Harley Quinn. Let's see what mischief I can get into, and look all this stuff that's just happening around me, and this is how I'm going to deal with it, kind of thing. It's not a progressing storyline. It's just like, oh, what's just happened? Let me see what I can do. Thing. Um, like there is no goal at the end of this story. It's just stuff that happens. If you get my drift. But I'm cool with it. Next we got 4 issue 2. I loved this is the female 4. I loved issue 1. I love where it was going. It left me with a lot of questions. 4-2. Once again left me with more questions, but more kick-assery in this. So yeah, I love that. And then in 4-3, yes, issue 3 as well here. Again, left me with more questions, left me with more cliffhangers, and once again, it just left me with the what the hell's going on here kind of question. But I'm absolutely loving this. It's amazing. And then I got Superior Iron Man issue 2. Again, now because I've got Access issue 6, because I couldn't read Superior Iron Man issue 2, issue 1. Without reading Access issue 6. Now I finally got Access issue 6, and I read that. I finally was able to read Superior Iron Man issue 1. And then I read Superior Iron Man issue 1, which is amazing. I read Superior Iron Man issue 2, again, which is amazing. Of course, we've got cocky, brash, alcoholic Tony Stark back, original Tony Stark. And, it's funny to read his dialogue. And just think, what the hell? What's going on here? But it's a really, really addictive story, and I'm really, really loving it. And then the last one is Thanos versus Hulk 1. Now, I love these 8-part stories because they have to jam a lot into it because it's only a 4-part, whatever. Now, I'm not thinking, all right, 2 big guys, yeah, they're going to kick off. It'll be a good story, little thing. But it says here, this is set before the Infinity Revelation, which wasn't that set like in the early 90s? I don't know, new comic fan, all that. So I got no idea about the backstory in this. But there are just some things in here which are kind of like, that don't make sense to me. But then again, I don't know about that era of comic books and what the story was back then and everything. But I'm going to see this through because I'm intrigued by it. And it's only a 4-part series, so... and also, I've just got this funny feeling that this is going to connect into the Black Vortex once again, purely because it has Thanos in it. And we all know that Thanos is everywhere and everything to do with everything at this point in time. So those are my pickups. I think those were my picks over the past 2 weeks. I'm not too sure. That's a lie. I've got 2 more comics here to show you. If you can remember rightly, my good friend Chris Finn sent me this comic. Purely because it's a J. Scott Campbell cover. And I love J. Scott Campbell. Now, I think I told you this in the previous episode, that there are 2 other comic books that connect to this issue. And that is The Superior Spider-Man, issue 31. Which, if I could just rearrange this. Yep, there we go. Issue 31. And Spider-Man 2099, issue 1. And as you can see there, all the comics connect to one big picture, all by J. Scott Campbell, which is to me absolutely amazing. So that is it from me. I've cancelled my subscription with Forbidden Planet because it took 10 days to get a comic book to me. 10 days. Now, I pay for delivery, and yeah, I understand it's second class post, but that's like a 3-day maximum thing. First class is next day, second class is the day after. So why is it taking 10 days to get to me? So I've scrapped all my stuff with Forbidden Planet. I've got one more package on my way to me from them, which is Suicide Squad issue 5, and that's it. I can't be doing it anymore with Forbidden Planet. They suck. So I'm actually gonna go to a comic book store now every Wednesday. There's one. Excuse me. There's one nearest my work. But the only reason I didn't go there before is because you got to pay for parking and you got to go in there and it's just a jar and I just want to get home after work and it's just annoying. But now I'm going to just do that because the money I'm saving on postage, I could just pay for parking. Simple as. And also, when I went in the other day to pick up a couple of comics, I got talking to the clerk because it's a small independent shop, and we got into this massive conversation how Falcon's shit, how Guardians is cool, how Angela's a cool thing, how Shield, Agents of Shield is amazing. Man, he seemed like some little French guy, but you know he's a cool guy. But I'm absolutely loving where all my comics are going right now, and yes, that's just everything from me. So I'm Robert Rebel. I'm clocking out. Keep rebelizing those pages, and J. Scott forever, I suppose. I don't know. I've got no idea what I'm saying now. I tip my hat. Goodbye.